as guys, we're gonna be dealing or fighting a battle with lust for the rest of our lives, right? And we have to understand first off that sexual desires are not a bad thing. It's a natural thing to have sexual desires. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, if you're someone who can win this battle, you'll be amongst like the greatest men, right? Because there are a lot of men in history who have fallen victim to their sexual desires, right? So in history, we see guys, and it doesn't even have to be like hundreds of years ago, even in today's age, but we can look further on if you want to, right? Men who are like in their 40s and 50s, older guys who lost riches, who lost, their company, or had like broken homes because they fell into sexual desires, right? Or younger guys who, let's say, were athletes, and because of their sexual desires, they've messed up their careers, kind of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, with this sexual energy, that's why I speak on the routine, because if you don't have routine on this journey, there's no way you can win at this, right? Taking care of your spirit, taking care of your body, taking care of your mind are essential on this journey, right? That's why I speak on meditating, reading the Psalms. These things take care of your energy, your spirit, working out, right? These things take care of you as an individual so that you can have the upper hand in the battle of lust, right? You want to put yourself in the best position to win this battle. And just because you're doing well now doesn't necessarily mean you will do well later in life. That's why it's good to build the habit now, so that you can have a track record of what it takes and how to get to a certain place, right? And just because you're doing bad now doesn't mean you won't do great later on in life as well, in the battle of lust. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, for some people it takes time, and others it takes time to come to like realization of how to get themselves into a certain spiritual position, right? Now, in the Bible it says, sex before marriage, it's best to have sex in marriage, right? And being honest, I'm not saying that you should get into a marriage just to have sex, but it does say that if you can't control your desires, if you can't control your passions, then it's better for a man to be married. See, it's better to have expressed sexual desires in a safe place, in a safe covenant like marriage, instead of expressing it outside in a perverted way, and then you're just going down a rabbit hole. You're just losing. So I would say it's best to get married, but at the same time, I'm not saying get into a marriage just because you want to have sex, right? Now, when I say you're battling lust for life, it's going to be a long journey, right? And there are going to be things that you're going to have to be putting in place so that you can have the best outcome. So that could mean how you're dealing with women, right? Like, you can have women friends, all that stuff, but it depends how you move. You need to move smart, because especially if you're someone out here who's got like status, or you've got your own place, you've got your car, right? You've got money, you've got looks, whatever it is, right? You're gonna be a target. You're more likely to fall victim to these things, especially if you go out and you drink and all that stuff. You're more likely to fall victim to your sexual desires, and you have to know how to operate around women, or operate or have boundaries amongst put boundaries upon yourself, so that you know how to like move around women. Say, for example, you're out and you've been drinking, talking to girls, whatever. When it's time to go home, go home. Don't try and like slide to like the next girl's house. You know what I'm saying? Because you're literally just doing yourself a disservice. Battling lust for life, you need to put this energy into the right direction. So that could be reading, working out, you know what I'm saying? Building your business, just elevating in any ways you can. Because this battle is never going to end. You're always going to have that desire in you, and it's always going to want to be expressed. So it's best to express it in creative ways, like the things I just mentioned: businesses, gym, reading, whatever, meditation, all these things, right? If you put a routine in place that is simple enough, and that's why I create this routine on my channel. If you put a routine in place that is simple enough for you to follow consistently, and that takes care of everything in a short amount of time, you will literally put yourself at an advantage. And people who are on retention are respected by outsiders, people who are just looking at you. They might not know it, but they'll see it, right? The way you live your life, the times that you've cultivated so much energy, right? They'll see this person like, oh, okay, he's gone through this, and this, yet he's dealing with everything with ease, right? And that's what that energy does. It gives you a sense of grace. Good times, bad times, you have a sense of grace, and you're able to do certain things with this energy instead of being someone who's really like relapsing, right? Constantly releasing their semen, and now they're lazy, they're tired, they're sluggish, all these things. You know what I'm saying? So you will be dealing with lust. You will be dealing with your sexual desires wanting to be expressed. It's just about using wisdom and how you're going to express it, right? Now, as guys, you have to be careful, because there are girls who are going to want that energy. And this isn't, not all girls are like bad girls. Yeah, they're like Jezebel, like women out here, right? But there are loads of good girls out here. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying, if you want to express it, it's best to do it in a marriage. But not all girls are out here to take advantage of you. And more time, you shouldn't even be putting your energy into them unless you're trying to like settle down. You know what I'm saying? Or like trying to like find like a place to like express it safely in the marriage. You know what I'm saying? So battling lust for life is something that you have to become aware of, because you can't say at the age of 28, right? I'm 27, so let's say 27, 25, whatever. If you're younger, you're older, in that age bracket, you can't say you've completed it. You never really complete the journey until you're married. And then even in marriage, there are going to be times where you're going to have to go without sex, right? Like you're fasting. There are going to be times where you're going to want to cultivate this energy, because this energy is necessary for men to be men. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like a car without petrol, right? You can't always just empty the tank and expecting the car to run naturally, right? So even in marriage, there are going to be times where you're going to have to break from sex. You know what I'm saying? But you'll be expressing sex in a righteous way. So don't think that you won't be dealing with sex for life. It's something you're going to be dealing with for life. Kings have fallen. Great men have lost everything because they couldn't control their sexual desires. So if you want to be great, this is something you're going to have to do. You're going to have to learn to practice now that we're young, right? We still got time to like perfect this. And by the time we're older, we've got something to look back on and see what we were able to cultivate, right? So hopefully you're someone who wants to do it for a long time till marriage. And I don't think us guys want to be celibate for like 20 years, 10 years. That's a mad thing. Being celibate for that long, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's not what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to settle down one time. I'm not trying to be doing this forever. But while that I'm single, it's the best time. It's the perfect time to like focus on myself. And that's what we should all be doing. Focus on ourselves. Get that energy up, get our money up, get spiritually higher, get more tapped in with God. You know what I'm saying? Get our bodies right, get our minds right, all these things. You know what I'm saying? So take care of yourself, take care of your energy in every way you can, and make sure that you're literally just elevating spiritually, internally, and be aware of how you operate outside. because it's easy to fall. It could be taken away from you like in a day. Do you know what I mean? It's easy to slip up on the journey. So you just have to watch how you operate and how you move in your own home as well, right? You have to be accountable to yourself and make sure that you take it day by day, day by day. You're doing the routine, you're reading the Psalms, you're meditating, you're working out, eating right, you know what I mean? So when you do these things, you'll be giving yourself the advantage in the battle of lust. You'll be able to control your desires more. And that's the balance you want to be in, because it's one thing to not be able to control your desires, but if you're someone who goes completely left, right? And going completely left means being so perverted. And then going the complete opposite way, it's as if you're fighting against your natural desires, but you want that balance. And that balance is able to happen naturally when you tap in with God, meditate, eat right, you know what I'm saying? And use the energy for good. Use the energy in a way that serves you. And in return, it will serve others, but you're literally just betting yourself. So just be aware of how you operate in your home and when you're outside, and understand that you'll be dealing with lust forever. It's not gonna go away. But Christ can heal, do you know what I'm saying? But you'll always feel that urge, you'll always feel that sexual desires at times. So just know how to maintain it, control it, and use it for good. So take care of your energy, take care of your health. Let's go.